Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be going through my team here. Going to be looking at the last couple of rounds and see where we've ended up. So, a couple of weeks ago we were back in the 2500 range, so 2041 there. 2592. So we've from 800 ranked, I believe, it's a few weeks before that. So around 13, 831 up to 1100, 2500, 2000. 1,056, and then finishing after this round, we're back down to 763. So for our lowest overall rank of the year, and the best time of the year to be down in that position. So really happy with how I went this week. Did have a couple of strugglers. Obviously had Fogs in there with 24 getting the injury. I also had Roger getting concussed with 11 as well, to go along with bringing in Ben Hunt. To still score 976 and have a really good, really good ranking for the week, and improving sort of 300 ranks there. It's been a really good effort, and that's on the back of a few other guys stepping up. And the decision to hold on to Corey Harawira was really strong. Obviously, Madison there as well was a possible guy that we could have traded out. Schuster was the other one. And I decided to go with trading out Lucy Leatherwell, who did score a try, but he did get 50. So out of all of those, he was the lowest one, thankfully, for that trade out option. I did bring in Hunt using that trade, and also Payne Haas. So the Haas one was really good, but the Hunt one didn't work as well, but he'll be fine going forward. Yeah, so the top four there, Papali'i, Watson, Taumalolo, Hunt, in there, all doing okay. Lolo's been a great trade in the last 2 weeks. So we got him for round 17 and also for the pivotal round 18 here. Schuster in there, he's going to be really good. He obviously won't play 7 this week. He should be back to the 12 position where he'll still be able to do his thing. He should get a few more tackles and a few more runs out of that position. I did captain for Feeder, so thought he'd be the strongest option. Turns out that some of the other decent options in terms of like Ben Hunt, Papali'i didn't go that well either. So is what it is with that one. Johnson and Fogs. So it looks like Fogs might be back this week, if not probably next week. And I think that that's probably worthy of a hold. For my team, there was 7 trades to go. I'm looking to upgrade Roger this week to Tommy Trbojevic, and I'm going to have to use 300k that I have in my team, which I think I'm about 350. I'll have a look at in a sec once we go through this team. But yeah, that's probably the one trade I'll be going for this week, and looking to hold Fogs there. We'll see what happens. If he plays, I can play him for sure. If he doesn't, I can use Averillo, who I didn't use in the emergencies this week. But that's that. We'll work that out as we come along in the teams list over the next few days. So that's that. Bird and Joey Manu, awesome when he plays at the back all the time. Really, personally in my team, happy to see Teddy wasn't picked. He got rested and Manu moves back to 1, but obviously the People squad have Teddy, so that doesn't work out too well for that one. But we got away with it in that squad. And Manu does really well. So he should be back to center for the rest of the year. Now, I don't expect him to score as well. So that puts a little bit of a worry in my centers, but I do have the cover with Averillo as well, which is fine. But Nico Hines and Walsh doing great, and then just Roger with the 11. So, it was shaping to have a decent game, like 11 points in 15 minutes. Would have been able to do pretty solidly in the 6 role, which he got moved to, but just wasn't to be, unfortunately. But moving to the bench, awesome bench performance there from Madison, Corey Harawira, Payne Haas, and also Crichton. So all guys that can be in the starting side, just only put them there based on when they play during the round. Apart from Madison there, didn't move him, but really solid efforts. Really happy with their outputs. Averillo's there as sort of like my 18th man at the moment. And that's the good thing about having some cover in an 18th man position is the fact that if Fogs is out, I can pop Averillo into that half position. I can go Nico Hines in that position if I needed to. So a couple of different options there. Yeah, actually looks like I'm going to have to play Averillo in that halves position unless I upgrade for a Hughes or something like that, which is also a decent option at some point in the year for sure. Unless I wait for a Cleary, but I'm obviously going to be using 300k of my cap to move along Roger to get Tommy, which is extremely important with how he's been scoring. So that's that there, and I do have my 3 cash out options at 6, 7, and 8, which I've already utilized all that at the moment, and that's why I've got that fair bit of extra cap room to be able to make this upgrade and get a really nice squad on the park. So that's that there. We'll have a look at where I'm at now. So there's 7 trades to go and 324. So I only just make that trade if I'm going for Roger to Tommy, as that's just under 300k spare to be able to use that one. And if I use one trade, that'll leave 6 trades for the last 6 rounds for 20 onwards to 25. Which I think is completely fair. Having one per week will be really solid. Nothing you can really, nothing that's a real issue, or you can, nothing to sneeze at for sure. I definitely think my halves are the ones that I need to improve upon. Obviously, Fogs, if he didn't get injured, I wouldn't be worried about it. But it'd be interesting to see if he comes back this week, if he's going to score as well, or if he needs another week or two. He's obviously coming against the Dragons, which will make it a little bit easier. He's a really nice pod too, and when he gets those 90 scores, my team has a really really big week. So if he can continue, can continue that, I think it's going to be great. But having Johnson with him now is probably a little bit of a worry, just with the fact that he loses the kicking off the goal tee, and then also a little bit in general play as well. So yeah, again, interesting to see what's going to happen here. I can also use Schuster in the halves position, but it'd be nice to have a Hughes or a DCE, or even a Nathan Cleary eventually for sure. But yeah, I suppose that's where the team's at. There's only a couple of real upgrade options. I'm probably happy to keep my centers as they are. I'd like maybe a Ramian, but I feel like it's a bit of a luxury sort of upgrade. In terms of my hooking position, it'd be nice to maybe have like a Reed Mane, but I'm not going to be too fussed on that one. I could do Reed Mane in and bring Ben Hunt down to where Fogs is, or Johnson. That could be half an option as well as a second upgrade if I really wanted to. But yeah, I suppose all things to think of, and it's probably worth we have all these guys that we really want in our sides, and we know what happens with suspensions and injuries. It might just be worth waiting until a guy gets suspended or injured to then trade these guys in, because it's going to happen across the next few rounds. There's no doubt about it. As the season gets longer into its prime there and into the back end, there's obviously guys going to get rested. There's fatigue plays a factor, so especially the Origin guys are going to be a bit more fatigued than the rest of the teams. And the rest of the players in there. So be aware that injuries are going to be more prevalent coming towards this back end of the year, and obviously the restings as well. So yeah, so just keep that in mind when you're creating your sides. But yeah, really happy with how I've ended up. After not a great start to the season, I've ended up at 763 there with 7 trades to go, plenty in the bank to upgrade to Tommy. And in really good position. So I say, guys, hope you are enjoying this. Really appreciate all the support. Please like, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one, guys. Have a good day. We'll catch you soon. Bye-bye.